will done from there where we have left in the previous video. So in an AC circuit, the EMF E and the current I at any instant are given respectively by E is equal to E naught sin omega t and I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus phi. The average power in the circuit over one cycle of AC is, so as we know that this is the formula which is in alternating current of P average, that is power average. So that is E naught I naught cos phi by 2. So our correct option is this. Now question number 38. In the circuit shown, the current through the 4 ohm resistor is 1 ampere where the points P and M are connected to a DC voltage source. The potential difference between the point M and N is, so here is the circuit and the question tells us this from here 1 ampere current passes. So let's see the solution. So if we write this big circuit in a smaller form, so it comes out to be this. We had done nothing, just this was parallelly connected, so we had done its R equivalent and this R equivalent and this R equivalent. This was in parallel, and then its result, its answer comes, we will just do in series with this 1 ohm. We had to just here in this question we have to just know potential difference between M and N, this point M and this point N. So let's see how it is. So from from the lower bridge, it comes out to be 1 by 1.25 ohm. So it is given in the question that across 4 ohm 1 ampere current passes. So potential difference across 4 ohm will be 4 into 1 is equal to 4 volt. Now current from I2, that is from the down. I1 is upwards and I2 is downwards. So I2 is equal to V by R is equal to 4 by 1.25. 4 is voltage. As we know that in this parallel series, in this parallel, this voltage are same. So the voltage across 4 ohm will be the voltage across 0.5 ohm, 0.5 ohm and 1 ohm. So it comes out to be 3.2 ampere. This means from in 1.2 ohm resistor 3.2 ampere current passes. Now we have to know about points between M and N, and between M and N 1 ohm there is a 1 ohm resistor. So we know that points between M and N 3.2 ampere current flows through 1 ohm. Yes, we have just done here. In the series current is same and in parallel voltage is same. So current across 1.225 ohm is equal to 1 ohm, 0.5 ohm, 0.5 ohm. So 3.2 ampere current, so V is equal to IR, so 3.2 ampere, and R, that is 3.2 volt. So here our correct option is 3.2 volt. A particle moves in a straight line with a constant acceleration. It changes its velocity from 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second while passing through a distance 135 meter in t second. The value of t. So it's a very simple question. So first we will just we will just find out the acceleration, and then with the value of acceleration we will find the time. So here we will use this formula. V square is equal to 2 square u square plus 2as. So now we will put the, as we know that value of V is 20, U is 10 and S is 135. So we will just put the values and we get our acceleration 10 by 9 meter per second square. Now for the to know the time, V is equal to U plus AT. So T is equal to V by U, V minus U by A. So it comes out to be 20 minus 10 by 10 by 9. So our answers come 9 seconds. So here our correct option is 9 seconds. Here, a thin rod of length L and mass M is bent at its midpoint into 2 halves so that the angle between them is 90 degrees. The moment of inertia of the bent rod about an axis passing through the bending point and perpendicular to the plane defined by the 2 halves of the rod is. So moment of inertia of one end will be 1 by 3 ml square. Now after bending, one rod is divided into 2 different rods, which here mass will be m by 2, length will be m by 2, and here mass will be m by 2 and length will be L by 2. So 1 by 3 m by 2 L by 2 square. So for 2 ends we will just multiply it with 2. So 2 into 1 by 24, that is its value. So ml square by 12. So for a quick also, if one rod is divided from its midpoint, here also it is just divided from its midpoint, so its moment of inertia is ml square by 12. It is fixed everywhere. Like for one end it is fixed 1 by 3 ml square. So for the two ends also, and passing from the midpoint of one rod, it is fixed ml square by 12. So we can do it by just solving also, and we can remember its value also. Now question number 41. A circular disc of radius 0.2 meter is placed in a uniform magnetic field of induction 1 by pi Web by meter square in such a way that its axis makes an angle of 60 degree with B, that is the magnetic field. The magnetic flux linked with the disc is, so here it is given phi is equal to BA cos theta. So the value of B given is 1 by pi. A is equal to, for magnetic field it is in the form of circle, so it's pi r square. So the pi into 0.2 square and cos 60. So here we will just put the value 0.2 square into 1 by 2, that comes out to 0.02 Weber. So it's given 0.02 Weber. Now question number 42. A particle of mass m is projected with velocity v, making an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal. When the particle lands on the level ground, the magnitude of the change in momentum will be. So impulse is similar to change in momentum. We will just have to find delta p in this question. So is the solution, we will just draw a projectile motion type. Velocity will be upwards, and here it is initial and it is final. So delta p is equal to final minus initial. So mv sin theta minus mv sin theta, as this is for sine, as this, if this we will take this line, it will for cos, and this line will be for sine. So from this we will put the values of theta, 45 degree and here. So it comes out to be 2 mv, 1 by root 2, that is root 2 mv. So it's root 2 mv. So here is root 2. Now question number 43. 2 points are located at a distance of 10 meter and 15 meter from the source of oscillation. The period of oscillation is 0.05 second and the velocity of the wave is 300 meter per second. What is the phase difference between the oscillation of the 2 points? So we know that phase difference is equal to 2 pi by lambda into part difference. So phase difference we represent it as phi and part difference as delta x. So here let's see the some values. So delta x is equal to 15 minus 10 is equal to 5 meter. T is equal to 0.05 seconds. So frequency is equal to 1 by time period. So 1 by time period is equal to 20 hertz. V is equal to 300 meter per second. So we know that lambda is equal to velocity by frequency. So here velocity by frequency 15 meter. Now we will just put on the values 2 pi by 15 into 5, that is 2 pi by 3. So here our answer is 2 pi by 3. Now question number, two nuclei have their mass number in the ratio of 1:3. The ratio of their nuclear densities would be. So here according to question, mass number given is 1:3. So A1 is to A2 is equal to 1:3. So here is the formula R0 A1 1 by 3. So this is to R0 A2 1 by 3 is equal to 1:3 1 by 3. So density we know is mass by volume. So here we will just put the values, and rho 1 is to rho 2 is a density. Here we will put the values and we will get 1:1. So correct option is here 1:1. Now sand is being dropped on a conveyor belt at the rate of m kg per second. The force necessary to keep the belt moving with a constant velocity of v meter per second will be. So here is our solution. Force required is equal to dmv by dt. So v is equal to dm by dt, we know. So it comes out to be v into m. So it is mv Newton. So here it is MV Newton. Now question number 46. The wave described by y is equal to 0.25 sine 10 pi x minus 2 pi t, where x and y are in meter and t in second, and is a wave traveling along the. So here we know this is given in the question, this one, and the wave equation is y is equal to a sine kx minus omega t. So amplitude here is 0.25 meter, see a, and lambda is equal to 2 pi by omega, so it is 2 pi by 10 pi, here it is given, see omega. So it is 0.2 meter. So here correct option is negative x direction with amplitude 0.25 meter and wavelength lambda is equal to 0.2 meter. So here for question number 47, Curie temperature is the temperature above which. So its correct option is, in this ferromagnetic materials become paramagnetic material. It was given by Madame Curie. Now question number 48. At 10 degrees Celsius, the value of density of a fixed mass of an ideal gas divided by its pressure is x. At 110 degrees Celsius, this ratio is. So here we know PV is equal to nRT. So N is m by m, given mass by molecular mass by into RT. So PV by m, we will just shift this m here. So 1 by m RT. So P by rho is density is mass by volume. So P by rho is equal to RT by m. So P by rho is equal to here 1 by T, as R and M are constant. So density 1 by P1 by density 2 by P2 is equal to T2 by T1. So here x, so it is given in the question. So x by density of 2 by P2 is equal to T2 by T1. So it is x by rho 2 by P2 is equal to 383 by 283, and 383 283 is nothing, just the questions are given in Celsius, so we had just converted it into Fahrenheit. So rho 2 by P2 is equal to 283 by 383x. So it is here 283 by 383x. 49. Which two of the following 5 physical parameters have the same direction? So it is C, 1 and 4. That is ml minus 1, T minus 2, that is of energy density, and Young modulus is same. Now question number 50. A galvanometer of resistance 50 ohm is connected to a battery of 3 volt along with a resistance of 2950 ohm in series. A full scale deflection of 30 division is obtained in the galvanometer. In order to reduce its deflection to 20 division, the resistance in series will be. In this question we have to do nothing, just to decrease the galvanometer resistance. So here it is the diagram where 3 volt is given and ohm is 2950 ohm. So here 50. So I is equal, V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V by R. So here V by R, it is 50 ohm and 2950 ohm. So it is 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. For 30 division, it is 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. It is given in the we had just find out here. For 20 division, we will use unitary method. 10 to the power minus 3 by 30 into 20. So it comes out to be 2 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. So it is for 20 division. So for 20 division, we have to also know the resistance. So it is 2 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 is equal to 3 by 5.0 plus 1 R. So it is nothing, just I is equal to V by R. So R comes out to be 4450 ohm. So here our correct option is 4450 ohm. So we had done the questions of 2008 physics.